Welcome to our next episode of the interview Experience by I Love Metallurgy. I, Shivam Kumar Misra from second year Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, and today we have a special guest with us, Vatsal sir from 2018 batch Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, and he recently got placed in Capgemini. So, firstly, congratulations, sir, for your great achievement.
Thank you, Shivam.
Sir, today we want to know about your journey and the path you followed and ended up in such a big company. And sir, firstly, thank you for your valuable time.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem at all.
And sir, what's your first reaction after getting placed in Capgemini?
Okay.
How you
So,
feel?
yeah, so honestly, it was a big relief because the Capgemini came at a later stage of the placement session, and by that time, many of my peers were getting placed, and I was getting rejected either in the written round or in the initial rounds only. So certainly, when I got placed into Capgemini, it was a much relief because it is a very tedious process.
Okay, sir. So I'd like to start from the very beginning, sir. Like, so firstly, sir, could you please tell us about your job role in your company?
Yeah, sure. So the job role which I've been given is the senior analyst post at Capgemini. So the company focuses on various technologies like consultation, data science, big data, machine learning, digital transformation, engineering services. So particularly which sector I'll be working, it's currently not known. It will be uh, told to us during the training. But yes, as far as the job role is concerned, it's senior analyst.
Sir, what are the things or what are the things you have prepared for the non-core sector for
Okay.
the data analyst post?
So firstly, let's make it clear. The post in Capgemini is not necessarily going to be a data analyst post.
Yes, sir.
Uh, it can means it will differ based on the technology which you are working. So
Mhm.
let's get that clear first. And yeah, coming to the preparation, anyone who is preparing for the non-core sector, first and foremost, he must know at least one coding language, and he must have a command over that. Second, uh, the basic knowledge of MS Excel is necessary. Then SQL theory as well as coding. If it is known, then it's a cherry on the cake. Apart from that, one must have analytical thinking. By saying that, I mean that you need to think about a problem in a problem solving approach, not like any other thing. And for that, one must solve number of case studies or at least
Mhm.
go through the solution of the case studies which are available on the internet. Then for puzzles preparation, one must follow geeks for geeks and all, and guesstimates is necessary. And apart from that, one must also learn any one visualization tool, which can be either Tableau or Power BI, whichever is feasible.
Okay, and sir, what are the resources you followed to prepare for these non-core companies? Like
Yeah,
from
sure.
where you studies guesstimates
Yeah.
and all other things.
So concerning the language, uh, I chose to go with C++, and C++ is a pretty easy language for a beginners. So for that, I had prepared from Apna College playlist. You can just Google Apna College C++. You'll get a playlist. It contains around 200 videos, and they are short and crisp videos with focusing on concept. So if means it's easy to do. Else you can Okay. Else you can follow any other playlist as well. Means only focus on the concepts so that you can learn them quickly. Apart from that, for the visualization tool, I focused on Tableau, and for that I got a course on greatlearning.com. There are many free courses available over there. Then for MS Excel, I did not follow any course because I already knew a lot of things. But if one wants to follow, then there are numerous free courses on Udemy, Udacity, anything else. Then for puzzles, I followed Geeks for Geeks. And for guesstimates, guesstimates is usually something vague, and many people they don't find it comfortable preparing for that. So for guesstimates, I would suggest the first thing is there's a YouTube channel named Case Study Cracked, and there's a YouTube channel named
Yes, sir.
Aditya Agarwal. So just go there, and they have solved few guesstimates. So just see how they are solving it. From there, grab the concept, and after that, you can simply Google about guesstimates interview questions and see their solutions. Now, after you've seen one guesstimate, after you've seen one solution of a guesstimate, then again Google the same guesstimate and try to find other solutions as well, so that you can get more than one solution for one question. So this will open up your analytical thinking as well. So I guess that's it from the resources side. Concerning purely about Capgemini, which means the company focused preparation, which I started around 2 weeks before the company arrived. So at that point of time, I strictly followed Face Prep and Prep Insta. These two websites, on their website, they have numerous previous year questions of Capgemini based on all their coding questions, gaming based aptitude, and all. So that was a very good resource, and I recommend all the juniors, if they're preparing for Capgemini, do visit those two websites as well.
Okay, and sir, could you please tell us that despite of having a core background, how challenging it was for you to got to get placed in non-core company or to switch over non-core sector?
Certainly, that's the dilemma between every student who is currently seeing this video, if he or she is from metallurgy background, because we tend to read about metallurgy for a lot of years, 2 3 years, and then suddenly we get to know about non-core companies. So I guess I can't say it as a challenge. It's more of like a switch to a new exploration, because we haven't explored the non-core side much. So first things first, you need to get what should be your preparation, how will you get into a company, and what should be your roadmap. Once you get that right, then you need to find out the resources, and after that you are good to go, if you are determined to get placed into a non-core company. And honestly speaking, getting placed into a non-core company is a bit easier than getting placed in a core company.
Okay, and sir, can you please tell us about the selection procedure of your company and how many round for it were conducted and how you tackle all these things?
Yeah, sure. So there were 3 rounds. Uh, yeah, there were 3 rounds. So first round was a coding test. It consisted of 3 coding questions, and the time given was 90 minutes. Out of those, uh, out of those there were one question which was pretty tough, and the rest two were relatively easier. So my suggestions to people who are preparing would be that for the tough question, it many a times it is only asked from the DSA part, and for that one must only have the basic knowledge of DSA, like array, string, stacks, linked list, and all. So if a person is having that much knowledge, he or she will definitely crack it. And the rest other questions are relatively easier, and one who is practicing coding on a general basis will definitely crack it. The only problem which comes over there is the time constraint. So my advice would be that people who are preparing for this must start giving coding contests. So in the coding contest, you will have to solve the question in a limited time frame, so you will be habituated for that also. After the coding test, there was another a test which consisted of 2 parts. Sorry, 3 parts. First part was the verbal round. So in the verbal section, there were 30 questions, and 30 minutes were given. They were simple MCQs, and I guess 2 or 3 questions were from reading comprehension. After that, there was a gaming based aptitude round, which I guess is the most important round, because many people tend to get rejected in this round, because either they are not necessarily prepared for this round, or they are not able to apply their tricks or mindset over there. So my suggestion would be that there are numerous free YouTube videos available for Capgemini gaming based aptitude preparation. Anyone who is preparing, just go through all those videos. You will get ample amount of confidence and exposure to all sorts of questions being asked. So based on that, one can easily crack the gaming based aptitude round, and it's not that of a very tough round as it is hyped over. Also, my suggestion would be that in those games, whenever you cross a round, you will go to the next level. So for getting selected, my suggestion would be that in every game you should try to go at least till the fifth or sixth level, so that will increase your chances of selection. After the gaming based aptitude, there is a psychometric test round, and the psychometric test is a bit lengthy test. So I would suggest that one who is going to commit to that test, make sure that you complete the entire test in one sitting. You will not be allowed to mm, get up in the middle of the test. So that's my suggestion. After all this happens, around after around 5 to 6 days, our result came, and out of around 80 students who gave the coding test and the verbal and gaming based aptitude section, only 7 of them were selected, and the interview was conducted. The interview was very short. It hardly lasted for 15 to 20 minutes, and it was a very short interview. And based on that, out of 7, 4 of them got selected.
And sir, could you please share your interview experience with us?
Okay, sure. So I would say that the interview of Capgemini is majorly a CV based interview. Whatever things you mention in your CV, the interviewer will ask questions based on that only. For example, I had mentioned C++ and SQL, and during my introduction also I said that I know the basics of C++, OOPS concept, and SQL. So majorly whatever questions he asked were concentrated on OOPS, C++, and SQL only. I had also mentioned that I had done an industrial internship at Tata Metallics. So he asked about my project, and since my project contained automation, a slight amount of automation, so he asked about that also. So it was entirely a CV based round. He and after There were 2 HR based questions only, and at the I guess he asked me about what are your strengths and weaknesses. And one interesting question was that if you are assigned to work under a person who has lesser experience than you, then how would you react? So these are simple HR based questions. And lastly, he asked me to if I had some questions, then yeah. So the interview ended. It took me hardly like 15 to 17 minutes.
And sir, I would like to ask you that does these companies requires any internship before applying, or does the person who has an internship earlier, uh, can they have an edge in compared to a person who doesn't have an intern?
Yeah, sure. So, talking about the internship experience, I don't think that internship is necessary. But yes, as you mentioned, that if a person is having an internship with him, then definitely he'll get some edge over it, because he will have some thing to showcase that yes, I've done some work in this company. And majorly they want to see that have you ever worked under someone, and do you know how to work in a team. So that's the major thing they want to check. And if you've done a project, then definitely they will see that what kind of project you've done, what has been your expertise, what have you learned from those projects. So these are the follow-up questions which come from internship experience. But even though if one does not have internship experience, it doesn't that doesn't tell that you won't get selected. If you have built a good CV, if you have good skills, then definitely you will get selected.
And sir, how communication skills plays an role in anyone's campus placement, and how we can improve our or we can say prepare our communication skills.
Yeah, this is a question which is asked a lot of times, because I can say that in any interview, not only campus placements, in any interview, the interviewer only has around 15 to 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes, to gauge your personality. So whatever he is trying to find out in your personality, you should be able to express your personality in that way. And that is where communication skills come into a good part. You might be a very bright student, but you are not able to communicate that to the interviewer, then your knowledge is of no use. So
Mm-hmm.
i always I always try to emphasize on the fact that yes, we must be focusing on the communication skills part equally as we focus on the technical part also. So, considering me, I was a person, when I realized that yes, I need to work upon this. So, I, along with around 6 to 8 friends of my batch only, we started to form groups and started to do group GDs every day, every day on any one random topic. It might not be even consider means a considerable or a good topic where one must have some prior preparation, but just our goal was we will speak in English for 30 minutes and we'll argue with one another. So
Hmm.
that gives you argue or debate with one another.
Yes,
So
yes.
that gives you another confidence, because for example, I give you a random topic and you are able to speak on that for 2 3 4 minutes. That will give you another level of confidence that yes, come what may, I will definitely speak on that particular topic.
Hmm.
And in many of the core companies, if people who are preparing for core also, they must definitely practice group discussions, because in many of the core companies, group GD round is there. So people who are concerned for core preparation also, they must also take this advice, and in that they must also prepare for group discussions.
Okay, and sir, how you balance all these things during your preparation? Like, you have to study guesstimates, you have to study plenty of other things, case studies, different languages like SQL, Python. So, how you manage all these things with your core studies, and also how we revise these things in regular manner, so that we can easily come up with any question during interview or any placement exam.
Yeah, so we all have given JEE mains.
Yes,
So
sir.
many people will be able to relate to this, that we all have given JEE mains, and during our JEE mains preparation, we all had a plan that yes,
Hmm.
in this 1 month I will complete this much chapters. In this 1 month I will do this much PYQs. So similar things comes here also. You should know that yes, this is my preparation time span, and this much is the amount of things which I need to prepare. And means you should have a clear roadmap with you.
Hmm.
First of all, you need to know that yes, this much things are required for my preparation. These many things I need to learn. After that, you need to find out that where should I learn these things from, your resources.
Hmm.
So for that, the best thing which worked on my favor was consulting to seniors. uh,
Hmm.
for
Yes, sir.
Capgemini, our senior Shashank sir, he guided me very well. Means he told me each and everything that how should I prepare for this entire interview, and that helped me a lot. So seniors are the best help in this way. So and after that, you should have the faith on your resources as well, because many a times it happens that suppose that I thought that yes, I will prepare the guesstimates from this particular website. After that, I found another website and I started preparing for from that also. So that is time wastage. You should not do that. You should trust on your resources that yes, I will first complete these resources, and after that, if I have some time, then I'll look for others. And once you are done, then the most important part comes. You, for example, if you are applying to any company, you must read around 50 to 60 interview experience,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which are available on many websites. So doing that, it might be helpful or it might not be helpful, but definitely it will give you a good idea about what are the types of questions being asked by that particular company. It may work in your favor or may not, but it will definitely boost up your preparation.
Yes sir. एंड सर लाइक बहुत जूनियर्स का ये सवाल रहता है, एज वी आर फ्रॉम अ कोर बैकग्राउंड, बट ड्यू टू दिस ऑनलाइन क्लासेस वी कांट एक्सपीरियंस द एक्सपेरिमेंटल थिंग्स. सो जैसे हम लोग के बैच में भी या जूनियर्स जो होंगे आने वाले, तो बहुत सारा कंफ्यूजन रहता है कि what is the right time to switch over the non-core sector or to start prepare for the non-core companies.
ओके, बात तो सही बोल रहे हो, बिल्कुल बहुत लोगों के मन में डाउट रहता है, ठीक है.
Yes
तो
sir.
मेरा इसके लिए एक सिंपल सा जवाब है कि कोई सही और कोई गलत टाइम नहीं होता है स्विच करने का. वेन एवर यू रियलाइज कि हाँ अब मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि नहीं, नॉन कोर सेक्टर में जाने में मुझे फायदा होगा, यू कैन स्विच, फाइन. क्योंकि
Okay.
लाइक मेरे एक फ्रेंड से डिस्कशन हो रही थी 1-2 दिन पहले, तो
Hmm.
उसने मुझे बताया और मैंने भी फिर ये रियलाइज किया कि नॉन कोर सेक्टर में किसी भी कंपनी में जाने के लिए अगर आप 45 टू 50 डेज का डेडिकेटेड प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, देन दैट इज मोर देन इनफ. बट
Okay.
सेइंग दैट 45 टू 50 डेज इज मोर देन इनफ, बट अगर आपको उससे ज्यादा टाइम मिल रहा है देन डेफिनेटली आपको डालना
Hmm.
चाहिए. अब जो ये वीडियो देखेंगे, मान लो उनको पता चल गया 45 टू 50 डेज इज इनफ, तो वो लोग बोलेंगे अच्छा ठीक है सर, हम लोग लास्ट के 45-50 डेज में ही करेंगे. ऐसा नहीं है भाई. द फैक्ट इज कि आपको जब पता चल गया कि अब मुझे
Hmm.
स्विच करना है, देन
Yes
कर
sir.
लो स्विच. और अगर नहीं समझ आ रहा ना, तो देन ट्राई टू एक्सप्लोर. ठीक है, जैसे मेरे साथ जब मेरे को नहीं समझ आ रहा था एक्चुअली कि कोर में जाऊं या नॉन कोर में, देन आई जस्ट गॉट टू नो अबाउट द रिसोर्सेज और गॉट टू नो अबाउट द थिंग्स दैट आई मस्ट प्रिपेयर. एंड उनको कुछ दिन बना के देखो, जैसे कुछ दिन गेस्टिमेट्स बना के देखो, कुछ दिन एप्टीट्यूड
Hmm.
करके देखो, ठीक है. सो धीरे धीरे ना तुमको अगर लगे कि हाँ इसमें मुझे इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, देन डेफिनेटली यू कैन लुक आउट फॉर नॉन कोर ऑप्शंस. और हम सबों को जो कंफ्यूजन होता है ना कि कोर में जाए या नॉन कोर में जाए, वो इसलिए होता है क्योंकि हमने कोर कंपनीज के बारे में और कोर कंपनी में कैसा वर्क होता है ये तो हमने सुना हुआ है, पर
Hmm.
नॉन कोर में क्या काम होता है, वहां का क्या वर्क लाइफ है, उसके बारे में हम लोग ने बहुत कम सुना हुआ है. सो वन थिंग गोज टू दैट एज वेल. सो अगर ऑप्शंस है, जैसे मान लो किसी के सीनियर भैया भैया होंगे घर में,
Hmm.
वो कोई नॉन कोर कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं, उनसे बात करो, उनसे पूछो कि कैसा वर्क लाइफ होता है नॉल. कोई सीनियर है स्कूल के, उनसे मिलो, उनसे पूछो. सो थोड़ा
Hmm.
पता तो चलेगा कि हाँ भाई वहाँ
Yes
क्या
sir.
काम होता है. हमें पता ही नहीं होता,
Hmm.
इसीलिए हम लोग कंफ्यूजन में रह जाते हैं, ठीक है.
Yes sir, definitely. And sir, like फ्रॉम द थर्ड ईयर हम लोग फिर इंटर्नशिप के थ्रू जाएंगे, इंटर्नशिप की तरफ जाएंगे, फिर फोर्थ ईयर में प्लेसमेंट की तरफ जाएंगे. तो सर ऐसा ऐसा टाइम भी आ सकता है कि ना आए, लेकिन इफ आए कि किसी और बंदे का, मेरे दोस्त का इंटर्न लग रहा है, मेरा नहीं लग रहा है, बल्कि मैं उस चीज़ के लिए उससे ज़्यादा प्रिपेयर था, बावजूद उसके मेरा इंटर्न नहीं लगा, या उस बंदे का प्लेसमेंट लग रहा है सेम कंपनी में, लेकिन मेरा वहाँ प्लेसमेंट नहीं लग रहा है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ एनी रीजंस. सो सर उस समय अपने आप को सेल्फ मोटिवेट और सेल्फ बिलीव रखना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और कैसे होगा ये?
ओके, सो या दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन टू बी एड्रेस्ड. सो या मेनी टाइम्स होता है ऐसा, कोई इसमें कोई बहुत नई चीज नहीं है और इसमें कुछ ऐसा फील करने वाला भी नहीं है कि ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है. ये सबके साथ होता है, क्योंकि इट माइट हैपन. सो इसको मैं ऐसे ब्रेक डाउन कर सकता हूँ कि मेनी टाइम्स इट हैपेंस कि इंटरव्यू और ये जो पूरा सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस होता है ना, इसमें हार्डवर्क का भी कुछ एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज है एंड लक का भी कुछ एक सर्टेन परसेंटेज है. तो इट माइट हैपन दैट फॉर अ सर्टेन कंपनी उस दिन तुम्हारा दिन ठीक नहीं था, सो थिंग्स डिडंट वर्क आउट वेल एंड यू डिडंट
यस
गेट सिलेक्टेड. एंड मुझे याद है मेरे सीनियर से एक बार बात हो रही थी, तो उनने कहा कि चल देख, एक दिन एक ऐसा आएगा ना जिस दिन तेरा हर राउंड क्लियर होगा, तेरा तेरे सारे टेक्निकल इंटरव्यूज क्लियर होंगे और तेरा एचआर भी क्लियर हो जाएगा और तू फाइनली प्लेस हो जाएगा, ठीक है, लेकिन जिस दिन तेरा लक चलेगा उस दिन. तो ऐसा
यस सर.
कोई इसमें कोई बुरा मानने वाली बात नहीं है, ठीक है. मान लो अगर आप किसी कंपनी में नहीं सिलेक्ट होते हो, जस्ट थोड़े देर तो डिलेमा रहेगा, थोड़े देर दुख
हम्म,
रहेगा कि अरे क्यों नहीं हुआ मेरा। तो उस फेज को ओवरकम करो जल्दी से एंड स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द अदर कंपनी, क्योंकि कंपनीज जो हैं वो बहुत दे कम राइट वन आफ्टर द अदर, वन आफ्टर द अदर। सो तुम्हारे पास सोचने के लिए समय नहीं होना चाहिए, या
हम्म,
दुख मनाने के लिए समय नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है। एक में नहीं हुआ चलो कोई बात नहीं, नेक्स्ट के लिए प्रिपेयर करते हैं, एक में नहीं हुआ दूसरे में चलते हैं, ठीक है। तुम्हारे पास
yes,
बेस्ट है कि समय ही ना हो दुख मनाने के लिए, ठीक है, दैट्स द बेस्ट पार्ट। एंड कभी कभी अगर ऐसा ख्याल आ जाए कि नहीं यार उसका क्यों जा रहा, बेस्ट पार्ट इज इस पूरे फेज में मेनी टाइम्स ऐसा होगा, तो बेस्ट पार्ट इज go and share some of your feelings with your parents, because सिंस हम लोग अभी सारे घर पे हैं, ठीक है, तो
yes,
ये
sir.
सबके साथ हो सकता है। हम लोग सारे अभी घर पे हैं, हमारे फ्रेंड्स से उतनी इंट्रैक्शन है नहीं, क्योंकि वहाँ फ्रेंड्स अगर रहते हैं तो वो लोग दे आर देयर टू सपोर्ट अस, बट यहाँ तो कोई है नहीं। तो बेस्ट इज कि आप पेरेंट्स के पास जाओ, एंड योर पेरेंट्स आर योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, बिकॉज वो लोग देख रहे हैं ना, आपको दिन भर देख रहे हैं कि आप कितना प्रिपेयर
हम्म,
करो, बट फिर भी आपको रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा। तो आपके
yes, sir.
पेरेंट्स जो हैं वो उस समय आपको जरूर मोटिवेट करेंगे, और वो जरूर कुछ अच्छा बताएंगे, ताकि आपको फील गुड हो और आप आगे के लिए तैयारी अच्छे से करें।
Okay, and sir, so we are in the final segment of the interview. Sir, can you please share some tips, points, or strategies, or you have to motivate us, like कुछ suggestions आप देना चाहेंगे कि अभी से
मोटिवेट क्या
क्या
करें?
रखना है,
ओके
क्या
फाइन,
अपने
सो
आप को
कमिंग
संभाल के
टू,
रखना है, कैसे?
या फाइन, सो फॉर दैट आई वुड से ओनली वन थिंग दैट शाहरुख खान का एक डायलॉग है कि एंड में सब कुछ अच्छा हो ही जाता है।
Yes,
एंड
sir.
आई गेस डायलॉग यही है कि एंड में सब कुछ अच्छा हो ही जाता है, और अगर सब कुछ अच्छा ना हुआ तो वो एंड नहीं है, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त। सो कभी भी लाइफ में ऐसा हो कि आपको लग रहा हो कि यार मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है, या सारा
हम्म,
गलत मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है, तो
हम्म,
ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, ठीक है। डेफिनेटली गॉड हैज प्लान समथिंग इवन बेटर फॉर यू विच यू कांट सी राइट नाउ, सो जस्ट हैव
हम्म,
फेथ ऑन हिम, एंड डेफिनेटली यू विल हैव समथिंग बेटर फॉर यू। लाइक वी ऑल से दैट देयर इज अ लाइट एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल, ठीक है।
yes,
तो
sir.
समझो कि तुम एक टनल में चल रहे हो, तो बस एक के बाद एक, वो जो जो हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, मोटिवेशन इज नथिंग,
हम्म,
मोटिवेशन इज जस्ट टू पुट द नेक्स्ट स्टेप फॉरवर्ड, ठीक
हम्म,
है। आप एक कदम आगे रखोगे, फिर एक कदम आगे रखोगे, फिर एक कदम आगे रखोगे, और अल्टीमेटली आप टनल क्रॉस कर जाओगे। सो
yes,
वही
sir.
है मोटिवेशन, ठीक है। सो यू नीड टू
Yes,
बी
sir.
सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, कोई दूसरा आपको कितना ही मोटिवेट कर लेगा,
Yeah,
अनलेस एंड अनटिल आप
definitely.
सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड हो। सो
Yes, sir.
यू नीड टू बी सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, एंड यू नीड टू बिलीव ऑन यू, योर प्रिपरेशन,
Resources.
and the amount
Yes,
of
sir.
hard work you've done.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and ultimately you all will be victorious, and you will definitely come out with flying colors.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you so much, sir. It was a great experience for me to have a chat with you. And I also learned so many important things from you personally also. And I hope all our viewers will be benefited from this session. And thank you, sir, again for your valuable time.